Westmoreland Community Connections is a presentation of St. Anne Home.
Welcome to Westmoreland Community Connections, a look at issues and happenings on Classic Hits 107.1 WHJB. Here now is your host, Chad Amond, President and CEO of the Westmoreland County Chamber of Commerce.
Hello and welcome to Westmoreland Community Connections. I'm your host, President and CEO of the Westmoreland County Chamber of Commerce, Chad Amond. I'm delighted to have on the show today the Latrobe business professional women, Nicole Purnell. She is the president, and Angela Apple. She is the PR chair, and Dawn Berkebile. She is the state president of Business Professional Women. Nicole, who is the Latrobe BPW, and what type of members do you attract?
Thanks for having us, Chad. So Latrobe BPW is basically a group of women helping women. We promote advocacy, education, and information for women in the workforce, but also for those women who might be stay-at-home moms too. We encourage them to attend as well. So overall, we attract members ranging from college students to retirees. We have a little bit of everything in our group, and we welcome anybody in.
So what is your mission?
Our mission is women helping women. So if you want to join our group for social reasons, please join us. If you want to advance your career, we have a huge networking community. We offer educational workshops throughout the year. We also do a great deal of community work and philanthropy.
Dawn, what is the state's mission? Is it the same mission as Latrobe BPW?
It's very similar. The state, so each of the districts and locals will have their own mission, but it is the same, women helping women. We do a lot of work legislatively advancing women's issues. Yeah, it's pretty much the same.
So, Nicole, how large is your membership?
Our membership currently stands at 100 women, and we usually average 100 to 125 within any given club year. I'm proud to say Latrobe is the largest chapter within our state.
Oh, wow. That's a good thing to have. Yeah. And Angela, when and where does your group meet?
We meet on the third Thursday each month at Christ Our Shepherd Center. It's right on Route 30 in Greensburg. We have a dinner meeting, and then we have a business networking meeting following dinner. We usually have interesting guest speakers. Oftentimes we have some interactive activities for our members to get to know one another. Since we're growing so much and we have so many members, it's hard to always know each and every person. So we like to make sure that we are connecting with each other.
And is this strictly a networking group, or do you do volunteer efforts and stuff like that?
It is not strictly a networking group, and I think that's one of the big misconceptions about what BPW is. There are a lot of groups out there who are similar to us but are primarily focused on networking. That is part of what we do, but it's kind of, I don't want to say an afterthought, but it's a consequence of being a member. When you are active in our group and you have a business, then our members tend to want to do business with you because they've gotten to know you and they want to do business with their friends. Primarily, as Nicole and Dawn mentioned, we are women helping women. So whatever aspect in your life that you feel like you're struggling with, our members are there to help you. So, one of the things I always tell people is if I'm having a bad day and I come to our meeting, I'm immediately uplifted by being around a group of friends who are supportive no matter what I'm going through. So whether you're looking for friendship, whether you're looking for business growth opportunities, personal development, there's something that everybody can benefit and take away from BPW. And if you're looking for networking, that kind of comes along with it, but it's not our primary focus.
Nicole, what are some of the community initiatives you are involved with?
So we do a lot of work for the community throughout the year. One of our big projects, we work with the Salvation Army on Project Bundle Up. We are actually doing that on October 26th this month, and we will do that at Walmart in Latrobe. We also work with them on their bell ringing campaign, and our members will volunteer several Saturdays in December to help with that in Latrobe. We do a lot of fundraising for our state project, which this year it's the Pennsylvania Coalition Against Domestic Violence. So locally, we are supporting the Blackburn Center. So we'll do a lot of fundraising drives for them as well. And then we also have an annual fundraiser, our Spring Tea, and that raises all of our money for our scholarships and achievement awards that we present at the end of the school year.
You're listening to Westmoreland Community Connections on Hometown Classic Hits 107.1 WHJB. I'm your host, Chad Amond, President and CEO of the Westmoreland County Chamber of Commerce. Our guests today are Nicole, Angela, and Dawn from the Latrobe BPW, Business Professional Women. You have the scholarships, but where do you apply for scholarships and achievement award programs?
So you can apply for our scholarships on our website, which is latrobepw.org. We also have a Facebook page. It's just Latrobe BPW, and the scholarships are available. They're posted on there as well. And the other part of your question?
Oh, well, how do you apply for the scholarships, and what are the achievement awards?
Okay, so the scholarships, you just apply on our website. That's probably the easiest location to find them. The deadline is April 15th of every year. It's for the Latrobe and Derry area or Greensburg Central Catholic. And the achievement awards, there are 8 total given out, and the guidance counselors from Latrobe and Derry High School pick those. But we give out $2,000 in achievement awards, and then we give 3 scholarships, each at $1,000. We also have a member scholarship, so if you are a member of Latrobe BPW and you're taking a continuing ed class or you're renewing a license and you need help financially, we also offer scholarships to our members.
Angela, how do you raise money for the philanthropy and scholarship programs?
Our primary fundraiser, as Nicole mentioned, is our Spring Tea. For anyone who has been to it before, they are clamoring to get tickets for it already, as we're already planning it. We host this every spring in March at the Ramada Inn, and we have 40 tables that are hosted by members, and they're all elaborately decorated. So each person has their own theme. People come to see what those themes are. We have community who support us by way of donation of baskets. We generally have probably 100 or more baskets to raffle off. We usually have a fashion show or some sort of entertainment at the event. And typically, I think we have around 350 women who attend. So, if you're looking to donate or you're looking to participate this year and you want to get your message to 350 women, be sure and give us a call.
How much do you raise?
Last year, I want to say it was in the neighborhood of around $12,000. For one event. A lot of work goes into it. We have some amazing behind the scenes people who spearhead this project. So shout out to Jean Calabrese, who has been instrumental in that for a lot of years. And we have a couple new members who are stepping up to learn the ropes of that. But that is our primary fundraiser. That is what we do to sustain our scholarships and our community service awards. We also give not only just to the schools, but each year we donate to like the local fire department, or we donate to maybe Angela's Angels or some other community service programs that meet our mission statement.
Angela has been on this show many times, but tell the listeners what Angela does. And I mean, she's a member of BPW.
She is one of our members. Angela Rose O'Brien founded Angela's Angels, which is a nonprofit organization who helps underprivileged girls with formal wear for homecoming, prom, whatever they might need. It is a really great organization. And that's kind of, that's the spirit of what BPW is about, is helping one another and sharing the things that we can offer each other. So, we're glad to have her as part of our group.
Ironically, my daughter is a senior, and she had her homecoming event last night. And so she has to give her address to Angela. But a different subject. How do you become a member of Latrobe BPW?
So becoming a member is super easy. You just go to our website, latrobepw.org, and you can fill out an application and pay online. An annual membership for Latrobe is $43 a year. Or you could just show up at one of our dinner meetings as a guest if you just want to take us for a test drive first. It's the third Thursday of every month at 6 p.m. at Christ Our Shepherd Center. And you can meet our membership chair and also sign up to become a member at the meeting.
Dawn, do you have to be a member of, if you're a member at Latrobe BPW, do you have membership at the state?
Okay, so becoming a member of a local automatically makes you a member of the state. So part of that $43 that Nicole spoke about goes to the state as part of the state membership. So that's automatically tied in. So becoming a local member makes you a member of the state. Now, there are some areas of the state where we don't have locals. So you can become a member at large. So if you're outside of a certain distance of a local, we don't want you traveling unless you choose to, but you can still become a member of the state BPW.
One of the projects that you brought up with BPW PA State Project is the Pennsylvania Coalition Against Domestic Violence. How are you supporting this locally?
Okay, so a lot of the local chapters here in this area are supporting the Blackburn Center. The Latrobe BPW, we just did a self-defense class. Bunny Petrillo donated her time and members paid to come and take a self-defense class, and those proceeds would then go to the project as well. We're doing baskets for them for the holidays. We have a raffle at our monthly meetings that the money goes also to the state project.
You're listening to Westmoreland Community Connections on Hometown Classic Hits 107.1 WHJB. We'll be right back after these messages.
This is Westmoreland Community Connections on Classic Hits 107.1 WHJB. If you have a suggestion for a topic, or if your nonprofit organization would like to be featured on this program, call us during regular business hours at 724-216-1200.
Westmoreland Community Connections is a presentation of St. Anne Home.
You're listening to Westmoreland Community Connections. Welcome back on Hometown Classic Hits 107.1 WHJB. I'm your host, Chad Amond, President and CEO of the Westmoreland County Chamber of Commerce. Our guests today are Latrobe Business Professional Women, BPW. Nicole, Angela, and Dawn are in the studio. Nicole, Latrobe BPW local chapter theme is this year hashtag because of BPW. Can you elaborate on why members love Latrobe BPW?
Sure, Chad. So our local theme, as you said, is hashtag because of BPW, and I chose this as our local theme this year because I wanted to reach out and reach the younger generations that are coming up and emphasize on social media to them why members love Latrobe BPW. So a lot of our members can take continuing personal growth courses. We have an individual development, young careers program within BPW. So I always like to say I've gained confidence myself personally. I've grown in my career because of the classes that I was able to take with BPW. So I always like to say I gained confidence, hashtag because of BPW. A lot of women join for friendship and socialization. I work as a chemist, and I know I'm mainly surrounded by males all day long, so it was great for me to come into BPW and have some female friends and just feel that connection with women. So a lot of members join BPW for social reasons, for employment reasons. So the hashtag because of BPW was brought about so we could reach younger people on social media.
So what, from your perspective, makes your group so special?
I think because we have such a range of membership. We do have college students who are seeking mentoring, and we have our retirees who want to mentor people. We have those in the middle who are just growing their careers. So we have such a variety of women that you can easily connect to somebody. And one of our members put it best the other day to me, and she said, because of BPW, I can walk into a room full of strangers and feel immediately accepted and feel immediate friendship and feel immediately that these women have my back no matter what. And I think that sums up our group perfectly.
Angela, do you have to live in Latrobe or Derry to be a member of Latrobe BPW?
You do not. We do have locals that are in some other areas very near to here, but you need to join the one that best fits your personality and how active you want to be. So we do have members who come to us from Jeanette, who come to us from North Huntington, because our group is large and we're active, and they feel a connection to us. So regardless of where you are, you're welcome to join our group. If we're not the group for you, then we can connect you with one that is.
Dawn, you brought up your state president of BPW. How large is BPW across the state, and how large is BPW across the nation?
Okay, so across the state, we have 11 districts. So our local district is District 3, and it covers Greater Pittsburgh, Ligonier, Latrobe, Greensburg, McKeesport, and Scottdale. But across the state, there are 11 districts, and they all have multiple locals in them. So it's about 1,100 women across the state right now. And nationally, so BPW USA used to exist as a large national organization. So we still have states like North Carolina, Virginia, Pennsylvania. Pennsylvania is the largest still in existence, but there are other states. Michigan, Massachusetts, I think, still has one. There's still quite a few states that have BPWs.
How is this impacting our nation?
So each of the states work towards, women's issues, and they all have, so the ID and Young Careers program is a national program. So all of them have those personal development programs. So we're helping our members to develop professionally, and we're working towards women's issues. So we're all still fighting the fight, for equal pay and things like that. So it's helping women everywhere.
Oh, good. Nicole, you brought up that October is National Women's Business Week, or a week in October, and tell us about that.
So the third week in October is always National Business Women's Week. And for here in Latrobe, it's our biggest meeting of the year. We bring in a keynote speaker. We do a lot of initiatives this month that help our members. Our PR chair could probably tell us a lot more about it.
So, as Nicole mentioned, National Business Women's Week is kind of a big deal to us. It started to celebrate the women who have come before us and kind of paved the way to make all of our careers possible, but there's still a long way to go with that. So, we like to celebrate our women that are in our communities, not just our members, but who are contributing to women in business. So this year, our guest speaker is Susan Miller. She has been called the serial entrepreneur. She has a lot of different organizations under her belt, I guess. She is the founder of WSBA, which is Women's Small Business Association. And she also has a nonprofit organization called She Deserves, which helps promote women who have been through domestic violence situations get back in the workforce. So it was kind of a natural partnership to have her come as our guest speaker. And we invite anyone who is interested in hearing about, her journey, interested in learning more about us, to come to our October meeting. There is still time to register. So
how does a listener register?
They can go to our website, which is latrobebpw.org. There is a registration link on there. The meeting is free, but there is a fee for dinner. And you would select your dinner option on there, and it will email you a confirmation, and you would show up to the meeting.
Okay. Go on to latrobebpw.org. You're listening to Westmoreland Community Connections on Hometown Classic Hits 107.1 WHJB. I'm your host, Chad Amond, President and CEO of the Westmoreland County Chamber of Commerce. We have Nicole, Angela, and Dawn from Latrobe BPW on the show today. Dawn, you brought up the Coalition Against Domestic Violence. Why did you have that program?
Okay, so we've had a lot of different projects over the years, and I kind of feel like the domestic violence is one thing that's kind of like been swept under a rug, or people turn a blind eye to it because there's so many with the opioids and all of the cancers going, there's so many other issues that people are facing that need support. But this is one that's not from my own perspective, but I have people that are close to me that have been victims of domestic violence. So I just kind of felt like this was a project that needed awareness. So the state project, not only are all the locals working to support it across the state, but it also raises awareness. So women who maybe didn't pay much attention or didn't know about facts or information about the domestic violence, and because we do so much in our community to raise funds and we're doing these fundraisers, the locals across the state are then advertising it. So it raises awareness not only within the group, but within the community as well.
Good. How do you learn more about this program?
The Pennsylvania Coalition Against Domestic Violence, you can Google it, you can look it up online to find out where the closest domestic violence to us is the Blackburn Center here in this area. But there are domestic violence shelters all over the state. And so we actually provided all of our locals with a list of those. And there are ones outside of the Coalition Against Domestic Violence. So there are even more than just what's listed on the Coalition's website.
Okay. Probably we are going to have the last questions. How do you find out more information about Latrobe BPW? I don't know if that's Angela, PR chair, or Nicole, president. You can both answer that question.
Well, the best way to find out about us is through our website. You can find meeting information. You can find information about our club members and our officers, activities that we're doing, and that website is latrobebpw.org. We also have social media avenues. So if you're on Facebook or you're on Instagram, we do post a lot of updates and event information on there. So, follow us on those. You do not have to be a member to join us on our Facebook page, although we hope once you join us there that you'll be intrigued enough to come and meet us in person and learn more about what we're all about.
Good. latrobebpw.org. Nicole, if you're sitting here a year from now and celebrating what a great year it's been for Latrobe BPW, what did you achieve?
I think not just from my presidency, but from past presidents, is that Latrobe has grown significantly over the past few years, which is amazing and a testament to what we do, not only for individual development for our members, but also for community initiatives. I think probably our total last year of philanthropy was pushing $10,000. So, what we do for the community locally is just amazing. And to have 100 members from a very small area, Latrobe Dairy area, we do have some members outside of that area. I think that's a true testament to the women in this area and how they want to help others.
Any last comments for the listeners? You can go on to latrobebpw.org. Any last comments?
Come join us.
Okay. You've been listening to Westmoreland Community Connections on Hometown Classic Hits 107.1 WHJB. Join us next week, same time, same place, for another edition of Westmoreland Community Connections. Thanks for listening, everyone.
This has been Westmoreland Community Connections, a look at issues and happenings in and around Westmoreland County. Join us again next week on Classic Hits 107.1 WHJB.
Westmoreland Community Connections is a presentation of St. Anne Home.